Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, probably you don't know me yet. My name is Jani, and all of my life I have been passionate about photography and travel. As I gotten older, I have decided to share both of these experiences on my YouTube channel. In this video, I put together a collection of photography, about 20-something pictures from my recent trip from Philippines. Those photos were taken on different locations and they were not created for photography magazine or photography show. They were created only for my personal use, to memorize them and something to remember later on in my life. So let's see this photo. The photo number 1 was taken front of Manila Bay, near the Mall of Asia. It almost feels like we are in Singapore, not in Manila. This area of Manila is newly developed, rapidly growing. Manila is overcrowded. There are lots of people there all over the place. However, not here. This is more upscale part of the city. There are many high-rise, you can see on the background in the photos, and the average Filipino cannot afford the cost of living and the rent there. The next picture is a gigantic metal globe front of the Mall of Asia. It's the middle of the roundabout in Bay City, Pasay. Is still part of Manila. There is a story about this globe. On November 13, 2021, it was stolen. A helicopter came, took it and flew off. The police launched an investigation next day, and they've discovered it was just stunt for the Netflix movie. This photo was taken on the other side of Manila, just short drive from Quezon City. The location is Montalban Rizal. It is on the mountain in a gated community. It's home to middle-class working Filipinos and is still developing. You can see one of the roadside is nothing there yet. Also, note on the background on the photo the two mountains, which is remind me to a woman chest. I will talk about these mountains on the next couple of pictures. On this photo is a tricycle, a popular public transportation in Philippines. It's very common to see even 5 people on this motorcycle, and I believe in this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 6. Perfectly acceptable. Philippines, nobody care about the traffic rules. They just drive. This hanging bridge is located in Montalban Rizal over Wawa Dam, also known as Montalban Dam. It is about 2 hours drive from Manila. The bridge is between 2 mountains, not 2 mountains, but I was talking about the previous pictures, which is remind me for a woman chest. When I visited, the bridge was closed for the tourists. However, the locals still use them. It was destroyed by a typhoon in 2021, but the local community got together and they rebuilt it. I have a full video of this Wawa Dam, and I will post the link down below in the description. If you wanna see, you just check it out. On this photo, the Wawa Dam itself. It was built in the early 1900s by Americans to provide drinking water to Manila. They used it until the early 1960s, and then they built a bigger dam named Mangaldan Dam. However, Manila is rapidly growing these days. It's not enough drinking water, so they're going to rebuild and use again to provide more drinking water for the city. And this construction and the rebuild should be finished before the end of this year, which is 2025. Also, this will help for the locals because lots of flooding problems there, and they will provide water for the farmers close by. You can see on the picture there are some bamboo tables and like kubo type of things in front of the dam. This tourists can use it on the sidewalk, on the side, on bamboo. Tourists can rent it, use it, have a lunch there or picnic, or just a photo shoot. So basically, the locals has not much working possibility over there, so they want to get money from the tourists. This is other view of the Wawa Dam. I believe I made this in the drone. However, the dam also known as a haunted dam. Many interesting stories around it, what I heard from the locals, and one of them I really like. In this story, long time ago, a lady got raped and killed close by to this dam. Her ghost coming back every now and then for revenge. More than 40 people died over there, and all 40 of them was firstborn in the family. All 40 of them was firstborn men. And an interesting part of the story, the man who raped this woman and killed him, he was a firstborn in his family. So if you're visiting this dam, the locals may ask you, are you a firstborn? And if you said yes, they warning you, very be careful. You never know what's going to happen with you here. Here see more from the Wawa Dam. As I mentioned it before, the locals try to make a living from the tourists. So those bamboo buildings and tables, you can rent them. They even serve you food over there, or you can rent a boat, or they're going to take you a boat ride. So everything for your money, basically. This is an interesting photo. It's a father and son. As I was walking over there, they asked me to take a photo of them and publish on Facebook. Well, I can imagine how hard they life, and they still look extremely happy. Kudos to them. This is the business section of Wawa Dam. Locals sell fruits, vegetables, small gifts in front of their homes. Those fruits and vegetables came from the farmers from the mountains. As you can see, their business and their home is in the same place. Front of the house is the business. Actually, I wouldn't even call them house. Front of their home is a business, and the band they're living. This photo was taken in Tagaytay. Tagaytay is known as a bulalo capital. A bulalo is a beef soup with cabbage, and I really love it. It tastes good. In the background is a volcano. Not volcano, is a Taal Volcano. It is the smallest active volcano in the world. An interesting thing, there is a lake. A lake has an island. An island has another lake, and that lake has an island, And on that island is the volcano. So basically, is a volcano was in the double lake. Is nowhere else in the world, only in the Philippines. These pictures show the Banaue rice terraces, if I pronounce right the name. It is about 350 kilometers from Manila. These terraces were created over 1,000 years ago by native people. I believe I Fugao, but I probably pronounced it totally wrong. At that time when they created these terraces was no dump truck, no dozer, so it was created by hard, heavy labor. And they cleverly used for rainwater, for water. These people, 1,000 years ago, and they're still standing, so they used to be very good engineers. They managed to reshape all the mountain without anything, laser and modern machinery, and they're still standing. So it's kind of incredible. On this photo, more rice terraces. What good to know, they built over 1,000 years ago, but it still need to repair, need to maintain to being functional. Unfortunately, the today generation, or today younger generation, they not really want to work on the rice field. They try to living from the tourists too. They created restaurants, motels, and all a different kind of tourist attraction to make a living. So, and because it's no people work on the terraces, the condition is getting worse and worse year by year. The next three picture is about Bomod-ok Falls or Big Falls. It's located in Sagada, about 9 hours drive from Manila. It is a very beautiful waterfalls. It's up high in the mountain. The morning air is cool, and it takes about 2 hours walking, reach to the falls from the end of the road. There is no road goes there. If you want to go there, you have to walk. On this picture is still the falls, and as I said before, if you want to go there, you have to start early morning because it's a long walk, as you can see, and the way there you're going to walk down direction, but the way back, afternoon or noon, and depends how much time you're spending over there, you're going to have to walk up and under the heat. Believe me, it's brutal. I've been there, done that. Like a Johnny Walker advertising, just keep walking. To reach the falls, we walk by this gold mine. Yes, this old looking building is a gold mine. In the middle of nowhere, basically. An interesting thing is, people who work over there is owned by the native and local peoples, but people who work over there, they're not getting paid. Only if they find gold. So if they find gold, they're getting some percentage from the value of the gold. As I mentioned before, there is no road going there. And to transport the goods in and out, you can see that line, that is a zip line. They're zipping in and out. Here we see a most popular Philippine public transportation, a jeepney. As I told you before, people in Philippines, they don't worry about too much about traffic rules and regulation. This jeepney is full with people inside, no more room inside, so they're sitting on the roof. It's very common, and no one seems to worry about it, not even a police officer. This is a Eco Valley cemetery in Sagada. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I have fascination with older cemeteries. I love exploring them, checking out the headstones. This cemetery is very unique. There are even Hungarian names on some of the graves, which is really surprised even me. On the opposite side of the cemetery, you can see a mountain with coffins hanging on the side. This is a traditional burial method used by the locals. Only elders who have many children are buried this way. When someone dies, their body is placed in a chair to cool. I marked the chair with the red mark. You can see it's hanging over there in the mountainside. After all, when a body is cold, they wrap in a canvas bag and take it to the mountain. It's believed more body fluids spilled during the journey, the more blessing the family will receive. Once on the mountain, the body is placed in a coffin in a seated position and hang on the mountainside. On this photo, we are outside of Baguio city. Baguio is about 4-hour drive from Manila, and it's known as the coldest major city in the Philippines. Actually, I have a full video of Baguio city, and the description will show you the link if you wanna watch that video. The viewpoint was once the highest viewpoint in the Philippines where the road go is not anymore. However, it's still remain very popular tourist attraction, and because it's up high, I believe it's over 2.5 kilometers or something like this, and it's not easy to get there with motorcycle, and still many motorcycles visiting every day. As you can see on the photos, lots of motorcycles right now there too. This photo was taken in Mangaldan, Pangasinan, in front of the marketplace, a parking lot in front of the marketplace. This photo is inside the marketplace, a lady selling fish. Food safety is not always a priority in the Philippines. As you can see, there are no refrigerator, no ice to keep the fish fresh. Despite this, the Filipino food is very tasty and very delicious. However, I always wonder where it comes from and how it was made. This woman on the photo running her business on the roadside, selling coconut juice. Based on the pious coconut husk in front of her, her business is booming. Here we see a mobile business, a hardware store on a motorbike. It's very common to see things like this in Philippines. Mobile stores, they're offering everything, you name it, they have it. Basically, they supply the locals. We are still in Mangaldan, Pangasinan. This is a beach in Mangaldan, Pangasinan. It's a beautiful spot. When we visited in January, there weren't many people there because the locals say it is cold. It definitely wasn't cold for me. This is the last photo in the series. We rented a kubo on the beach. A kubo came with shower and karaoke machine in. In Philippines, the karaoke is important as the food itself. It's a favorite pastime, and it was a fun experience. I'm going to end this video right now. I have many more pictures. Maybe some other times I'm going to show some more. Thank you for watching, and if you liked, please like it and subscribe. Thanks again and see you next time.